guys, and welcome back to another episode of Outcasts to Icons. Let's take a little look-see at what's been going on in Rome in the league over the past 4 games. Out wide for Di Curzio. I have no idea why the number 2 didn't take it. Di Curzio now down the wing. Nobody really coming to close him down. Whips it across. Di Placido's in there. And that was such an easy goal for Roma. Roma 1, Udinese 0. 40 goals this year from Marcelo Di Placido. He's got that deadly touch. Capra slips it through for Di Placido. Can he do the turn and shoot? Slips it through for Luca Di Curzio of all people. And it is 2-0 to Roma. Di Curzio now with his 4th goal. He's really enjoying this little spell in the team. In the box here, whips it across and it's clear away. There we go. Roma 2, Udinese 0. Another win. Very important. For Lomberti on the wing. Can he fluck across in? He can. Agresta can get there, and it is 1-0 to Napoli. The home team take the lead against Roma. Our winning streak could be coming to an end today. 1-0. Di Placido cuts inside and scores. Of course he does. Napoli 1, Roma 1. We're not dead yet. Di Placido, 41 goals this year. He just cannot stop. Oh, well, he didn't, but it doesn't matter because we're away anyway. Capra. Up for Elvis, he's through on goal, he must score and he does. What about that for a turnaround? Napoli 1, Roma 2, Elvis with his 3rd goal of the season on off the bench. This is not done yet. Di Curzio's through here, can he grab another one? He does! Napoli 1, Roma 3, Luca Di Curzio now has 5 goals this year. He's only started about 6 games, impressive stuff from the kid, 3-1. Here we go guys, Napoli 1, Roma 3, great result. Here goes back for Capra, in for Halserta now, and he's scored. Wow, there we go. Roma 1, Palermo 0, and we are staying in that damn title race, but our head-to-head record is the issue for now. We need more goals and more points. Tonio has got Marks in behind. Can Marks pick out one of his trademark crosses? He does. Di Placido's header, and of course he's scored. Roma 2, Palermo 0, 42 for the season for Di Placido, and 33 in the league already. The Falcao, what a strike. Marks picks it up. Oh, he scored from one ridiculous angle. Usually I'd complain about that if it was scored against me, so we'll just leave that as it is. Cesar Marks, Roma 3, Palermo 0. And it's 4-0 to Roma, and there is still 35 minutes to go here. More goals perhaps. A long ranger perhaps? Arancibia. Fino. Gaspari slips it through for Lepe. Good strike and a goal for Palermo. They've got one back out of nowhere. Lepe's through again and it's in the back of the net. Amazingly, Palermo have pulled 2 back. Gaspari now with the ball in. And it's somehow in the back of the net from Kane. What are we doing? We've given away a 4-goal lead to only lead by 1 goal. I mean, it's all that we need right now, but Jesus. 4-3 to us. We win the game, and with Juve losing to Udinese, we now have a real good chance of winning the title. Now, goes short for Capra. A win here would be massive given what's going on elsewhere. Ball across, Di Placido in the back of the net, Lazio 0, Roma 1, 1-0 up in the derby, and at this point, we'll be 6 points clear at the top of the league with Juve losing to Napoli as well. Capra's free kick. In the back of the net, and there we go. Lazio 0, Roma 2, Juve are 3-1 down at Napoli, which means we are going 6 points clear at the top as things stand. Can Di Placido get across the box? You can at the back post, and there it is, another goal. Lazio 0, Roma 3, Marcelo Di Placido, 44 goals this season now. We are flying. Lazio 0, Roma 3. The title is ours to lose now, I sense. Right guys, we're back. So as you can see, we managed to win all 4, which is not entirely that surprising, although the win at Napoli was crucial. But Juve dropped. Well, they had a draw and 2 defeats, which leaves us 6 points clear. I'll talk about that in a sec, but first, if we could get 150 likes on this episode, that would be genuinely fantastic, and we're going to do ourselves a question of the day. And today's question was a very easy one to pick. Single best game performance you've ever seen on FM. Mine's Balotelli, 6 goals in the Copa del Rey final against Real Madrid. You can't make this stuff up. Mine, for me, has to be Marcelo Di Placido, a couple of episodes ago, with his 6-goal smashing in one game, getting a 10 out of 10 rating. That's the first time I personally have seen a player on one of my saves, for me, score 6 times in a game and get a 10 out of 10 rating. Beautiful stuff. So there you go. What's the best that one of your players has ever done in a competitive game? Let me know in the comments. I'll be very interested to hear. If you do have any ideas, of course, for a question of the day, drop those in the comments too with the hashtag QOTD. Right then. So, as you'll have just seen, we are doing relatively well in the league. It has to be said. I'm very, very pleased with it. Now, of course, I can show you things. So we're going to quickly jump into the squad and I'll quickly jump into the league from there. So, yeah, we are currently sitting top of the league. We've got 80 goals to our name, and there's still 9 games to go this year. We've got the, well, not the best defence. In fact, that belongs to Sampdoria and Inter are both better than us. But we've got one of the best defences and the best attack. 6 points clear at the top now, 9 games to go, and I feel like that should be ours to lose. Juve are obviously going to have some difficult games to come, but they've already had a few. You know, Udinese. Well, they actually lost at home to Udinese, to be fair, and then they did lose away at Napoli very comfortably in the end. So there is that sort of dynamic to things. However, we just look like we're capable of beating pretty much anyone except Juve at the moment. So that's what we've been doing, basically. Another few wins under our belt. We've been absolutely fantastic this season. We really have. Di Placido, 35 goals in the league in 29 matches. He'll probably get at least sort of 42, 43, I hope. Best average rating, of course. Caterrini and Capra are there too. Capra has 20 assists in the league, and Caterrini has 14. 13 clean sheets for Boisson, making him one of the best keepers out there. Di Placido, 8 Man of the Match awards. Always lovely to see. And as for the squad, well, apologies, we had a youth intake, which damn it, we didn't have anyone decent, unfortunately. No one past 3 stars, unfortunately. So I will just quickly put this back on my lovely custom one. Right, so over the last 5 games, Simone Capra has got himself an 8.12 rating, which is actually spectacular. Di Placido had a couple of off games, basically, and it's allowed his rating to drop. So the player of the month for me this time round is Simone Capra. So round of applause for him. So, I mean, look at that, 25 assists in 39 appearances. He could get like Santos level here, perhaps get 30 this year for us. I really think he can. As for goals, I mean, Caterrini with 17 isn't bad either. Goals, though, Marcelo Di Placido, 44 goals in 40 appearances. He'll definitely hit the 50 this year for us, maybe even 55. That's the aim. I can't remember how many he got in all comps in that one season where he was unbelievable. I want to see how close he got, because he did tail off a little bit in the end, I believe, and it was this year, 48 goals. So in all competitions, he got 58 goals in 52 appearances. The issue for him really was that he only scored 10 goals in the cups, basically. And, you know, when you play enough cup games... Well, actually, I say that. You know, you played 14 games in the cup and scored 10 goals, which is still bloody brilliant. But if he'd have scored a few more there, it would have made a hell of a difference for him. Whereas if you look at it this year, he's played, 11 games in the cup, and he's already scored 9 goals. So he's looking a little bit better, perhaps. I don't know. Maybe he'll get some more cup games. We really don't know at this stage, but he has been an absolute monster for us in general over the last few years. So, without further ado, we may as well just jump straight into today's game against Fenerbahce. I don't really see what else I can really show you at this point. Don't worry, guys. I will be doing a thing where we go and look at the former clubs, but I'm going to save that until the end of this season. Just as we're about to leave Rome, we'll go and take a little gander at how the clubs have done in our absence before we go into the World Cup with Belgium. So that's going to be fun, and that'll be the end of the series after that. Just in case there's any confusion, for FM16 I will only be doing 1 save at a time. However, it will be daily videos, sometimes 2, if I can, you know, get a bit of health back again, and as well as just having the time to do it. So we're going to get some real progression with my Wimbledon save, and obviously the Wales save will be for the beta, but I might still bring it back occasionally if you guys enjoy what we do. So let's just jump straight in, basically. Genoa have beaten PSG. Dortmund have lost 1-0 at home to Man United. Real Madrid rather. Man United have lost at home to Bayern Munich. Chelsea thumped Juve, as we know. Manchester City beat Atletico. Bruges and Barcelona actually drew, and Feyenoord lost at home to Monaco. So Fenerbahce are playing a system that is basically identical to that which Lazio, apologies, that was genuinely a slip of the tongue, I did not mean to call them Lazio, I was thinking of Napoli and Lazio at the same time, a bit Freudian though. So there we go. Yeah. Oh, Jesus, have we really got no one else available? This is the problem, unfortunately. Injuries galore again. Caterrini, and where is Falk? Hauserta's unregistered for this tournament. That is a joke. I wish we were able to register a few more players. So Falcao will... Can I not play? No, I'm sorry, guys. Falcao is so good in this role. I don't want to give it to Migliore. We're going to start off with your guys' favourite player, Slavi Danchev, as the sort of shadow striker. He's still not much cop, but we love him, don't we? We're not doing great for fitness at the moment because of how close those games were to each other, essentially. Once we get into the match, I will put it on control, but I like to leave it on counter as a sort of default. I might just make a second version of this tactic. That way they can learn it a bit better. That might actually help us in the long run, so I may well do that after this game. So there we go, basically. That's the team. I don't know why it's taking so long to process. You know how it does that sometimes. It's a little bit frustrating when it does, but we're just going to have to sit back and let it happen. You might also notice that I'm wearing sort of slightly sloggier clothes and my hair's a bit of a mess. It's because I'm actually recording this before I cycled today, so I look like crap because I've not had a shower yet. So, highlights... No, goal action. We don't want highlights. That would take too long. So we're the massive favourites, as you would expect. We really don't need to do a great deal in this game other than basically avoid defeat. And frankly, that should be enough. Unless we drew like 2-2, I still think we'll win the game, personally. Unless the game decides to have one of those days where it just absolutely fucks us. But I don't think that'll be the case, and I think we should be able to see ourselves through here. Even with the slightly depleted squad, you know, with Slavi Danchev, who knows? He might well be a hero for us today. And maybe early chance, Falcao to the edge. For that man, Slavi Danchev, he's got to look towards the edge of the box here. He's going to go for it himself. He's hit the post, I tell you what. That wasn't a bad effort from Slavi. Big Slav. opening sort of 6-7 minutes, we've clearly been on top. I think once we get the lead, this system becomes even more vicious to play against. I found that that's what tended to happen in those games where we just ran away from sides. Once we got ourselves in front, they had to open up against us, and the moment you open up against the way that we play now, it just seems to be deadly. The Di Placido, of course, against Palermo, I don't know what happened there. Di Placido's cutting aside, he'll probably shoot from range and miss, and there we go. Those ones always miss. So rarely do those ever actually go in, which is understandable because they do it in real life, but I don't understand why that counts as a key highlight. Just trying to think. I might just turn shorter passing off, just since we're at home. We can spray it around a little bit. They've not had a single shot. Oh, no, they have. There we go. Hernandez. Oh, no, Ferreras now with the ball in. There's 3 players around him, and Antonio will bring that down. He's got support. He needs to find a good pass. Not really a great pass, but Erving Drupal will find Dalsgaard, who's made a hell of a run. Di Placido is the only man he can aim for. He has aimed for him. What about that from Di Placido in the air? 45 goals this season. I don't remember the last time we had a game that he didn't score in. That's how good he's been lately. And that's 3-2 on aggregate now, and probably should be enough to see us through this, to be honest. We've been pretty much as dominant as you would probably expect, but I didn't want to take the risk of us going out in today's game and, you know, you guys not seeing it just in case, because of the fact that we only drew in Turkey and this game can do weird things sometimes. So, half-time, 0-0, 1-0 is looking, no, actually we're gonna praise them. Come on, Herman. There we go. Get some happiness in your jockstrap. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. Just set the opposition instructions. I always change that at half-time, just because sometimes my assistant has little ideas, and it does often make a difference, I've found. They've gone 4-4-2, which could actually give us more space, to be honest. Marks now. Ooh, okay, that looked like it was going to be an opportunity, but okay, we'll take it. We're hitting the target roughly 50% at the time, which is pretty solid. But I could do with it just being a little bit higher. If we could do that, that would be delightful. Might have to make some subs soon, particularly if we grab a second goal. I might make a couple of subs. We've got a man in a huge space, and it's Simone Capra. Goes round his man. Arapi is the man in the position, and he's put it in the back of the net. That is it. Roma 2, Fenerbahce 0. Albin Arapi with his 7th goal of the season. We've not had a defender that did this sort of thing since the likes of Robert Gray on Portsmouth, and he actually once made double figures in a season. I believe he also got a hat-trick in a league game once for Portsmouth, so Arapi's sort of the closest we've had. Oh no, Arapi scored a hat-trick for Roma last season, didn't he? That brilliant one with 2 corner goals and a penalty. I remember that now, actually. That was fantastic. That might have even been this season. My mind is going mental. Right, we'll make some changes now. I want to just get some of these guys off, because the last thing I need is more injuries. So we're lacking a little bit in some areas, but we're going to get Migliore in for Falcao. I'm also going to get De Curzio on for Cesar Marks, as he's only just come back, and I'm going to make a 3rd sub as well. I'm going to get Geronimo Garcia in for Simone Capra, purely because he's knackered, and I cannot lose him as well as Catarini. So, triple sub. I know it's risky, but at this point, with the fitness issues, 2-goal lead, I think we need to make those changes right about now. A change for Fenerbahce, I think. Farias with the strike, and it's hit the post, and it's in on the rebound. Rebound goals, people. Rebound goals. There you go. Fuck relationships goals. We've got rebound goals. That's annoying because it hit the wall. The keeper's dived anyway. He's had enough time to take a touch, put that through the wall and into the back of the net. Brilliant stuff. I think we should still see this game out. We've been comfortably the best team on the night, and we should in theory continue that over the next 15 minutes. They will throw a few things at us, but I would be very annoyed and surprised if they were to score another goal, actually, because that would actually take it to extra time, and they would not deserve it in any way. Not that that makes any difference, of course. We should be able to get away with this here, but it's still a little bit of a shaky performance overall. But I think, you know, with the lack of fitness and the triple sub, bringing on weaker players and that, I think that's probably part of the reason. So hopefully we'll get ourselves a decent tie in the quarterfinals to hopefully have a slightly better 2 legs, or just get through, frankly. I'd take winning 2-1 every single time if it meant that we got through to the Champions League final. There we go, Roma 2, Fenerbahce 1, and we are in to the quarterfinals. Now, I don't... Come on, Herman, give them something. Buy them a milkshake or something. There we go. So... Right, so I don't know quite when the draw actually is. It's clearly not anytime soon, but it will be in the next episode, I assume, guys. It can't be too far away, can it? So, in the next episode, it will be... oh, there you go. Well, there you go. It's going to be a double live com of our next 2 round games in the quarterfinals. So we've got Abinalefe Torino and Navarra to play. But as you can see, you know, I would like to think we can... I'd like to think we can win all of those, frankly. We've got Abinalefe at home. Torino away could be difficult, but I'd like to think we could take at least 7 points from those 3 games, if not 9, to be honest. So, guys, if you like what you're seeing and you do enjoy this series still, please do drop a like on the video. That would mean the world to me. And, yeah, if you liked it even more than that, please do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the coming months towards FM16. And I will join you guys in the next episode for a double-header live-com episode where we will be playing against our Champions League rivals. Playing against a team in the Champions League. What the hell am I saying? We'll be playing against the team we've been drawn against in the quarterfinals. We'll also see the draw at the start of the episode, so don't worry about that, guys. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.